This weekend, Houstonians have a chance to immerse themselves into the world of plants at Plantcon. The two-day event is happening at Energy Center. Houseplant expert Justin Hancock is here with us this morning to talk about Plantcon and a never-before-seen houseplant that folks will be able to see this weekend. That's where you're unveiling it.
Yes. So Constellation monstera has been such a big hit with people, and finally it's coming to the mass market in a big way.
That's really neat. It was going to be here with us this morning, but it got lost in the mail.
Unfortunately.
So we move on. Okay, for folks interested in the event, what can they expect to see?
So Plantcon is a place to see amazing plants and be able to bring home, rare from the newest, the coolest, the rarest, the tried and true. It's great if you've never before had a plant, or you want something special, really spice up your home decor, or you need to add to your collection.
So it's an event really for everyone, for plant aficionados, experts to people who are just getting their feet wet in the plant world.
Absolutely. In addition to being able to buy plants and talk to other plant lovers, they have speakers so you can attend workshops and learn how-tos. Get everything you need to know to be a successful plant parent.
That's really neat. Okay, talk to us about the plants you brought with you this morning.
All right, so these are some of the really cool plants we grow here at Costa Farms. In front here we have Philodendron tortum. This is one of those plants that really hasn't been available until now. Almost looks like a fern, and it's a great option if you have trouble with ferns but you want that cool look. This is Chameleon ZZ. Now ZZ is perhaps the best plants if you're just starting out. You don't know how much to water. This thing can probably go a month without watering if it needs to.
Oh wow.
But it wants to be watered a little more regularly. What makes it cool, the new growth comes out without any chlorophyll, so it's going to be bright yellow, and then as the leaves mature they go green. So each time you get a new leaf coming out, there's this multicolor effect.
That's really awesome.
Now, vining trailing plants are some of the most popular around.
That's this guy in the front?
Yep, this is an Alboophytum. Okay. You can let it trail down from a basket or let it grow up. And the leaves get these cool fenestrations or cuts in it like a monstera. And so the more it grows, the cooler it gets. And the leaves can get like this big if you have a great spot for it.
Wow.
Really eye-catching.
And last but not least,
this is Aloca Regina. This is a rarely seen plant that we're making available now. It has these cool silver leaves on top. They're burgundy on the bottom. The leaves can get like 2 feet. Yeah. So really easy and fun plant that people never had a chance to grow before now.
Really awesome. This plant reminds me of my time in Florida. I'm drawing a blank on what it's called, but people hang it outside. They're massive.
Oh, the Staghorn Ferns.
Yes. Staghorn Ferns. Yes.
Yeah, but this is much easier to grow.
And a lot smaller, but it looks very similar. That's what it reminded me of. Okay, talk to us about tips. People are always looking for tips. Too much water, not enough water, too much sunlight, not enough sunlight, pot sizes. Walk us through some basic suggestions.
Okay, so always start with light. That's the most important thing to get either right or wrong with your plants. The plant tag will usually say if it tolerates low light, if it needs medium light, or if it needs high light. So go with that. And if you're not sure, a great guideline, if your plant casts like a pretty strong shadow most of the day, then it's bright light. If you don't have a strong shadow, then it might be medium. If there's little to no shadow, then it's probably low light.
Okay.
In terms of watering, best thing you can do is stick your finger in and feel the soil moisture for yourself.
Okay.
That gives you the best sense of, okay, yeah, there is moisture or not. If you're not sure whether it needs watering, it's usually better to wait. Most plants do better underwatered than they do overwatered.
Oh, good.
Too much water can drown the roots.
And too much water causes that white growth, no?
It can, yeah.
It can.
Yep.
What is that white growth?
It's usually a fungus.
Okay.
And fungus sounds scary, but that white growth itself is just a naturally occurring fungus in the soil. The moisture is just telling you, hey, there's enough moisture for it to be activated to grow.
And so what should you do if you see that? Should you remove the fungus or leave it?
You can if you want.
Okay.
If it bothers you, it's not harmful to the plant in any way. If it does bother you, just cut back on the watering, maybe scrape off that top level of soil, and you're good to go.
Okay, talk to us about these pots. I'm interested.
So we have this new self-watering system to make it super easy for people. There's a reservoir in the bottom here, and if you just slip the pot out here, you can add water there. There's a wicking system.
Oh, I love.
So if you just add a little moisture once a week or so, your plants are always going to get just the perfect amount of water. They're never going to be too wet or too dry.
And then you don't have to water them up here.
Exactly.
You just put the water in the reservoir. Oh, I love that.
Yep, they drink when they need to. It's like a straw.
Oh, very cool. Very neat. Okay, for people interested in getting tickets to Plantcon.
Yes, it's at the Energy Center. all day.
All weekend long.
Yep, all day
Right
Saturday,
here,
all day
April
Sunday.
13th, 14th, 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Energy Center. How much does it cost to attend?
You know, I don't know.
That's
I should know
okay.
that as a
That's
sponsor,
okay.
but
That's okay. We will get that information, and we will be sure to put that information, that amount, inside this story on our website, clicktohouston.com.
I am super excited. This is my first time there.
Oh, very neat. Well, we're so happy that you decided to stop by to tell us a little more about this.
Thank you,
Justin
Zach.
Hancock, thank you very much, sir. We do appreciate it.